Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I wanted to try something with polka dots and I have these gems that I wanted to try. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. Anything that I use will be listed down in the description box below. If you'd like to see how I do this, then keep on watching. So I went ahead and did my left eye off camera so you guys can see what the finished look is supposed to look like. I've also done my base already because I wasn't going to be using any eyeshadow, so I didn't think there would be any trouble with fallout, so I went ahead and finished that as well. What I'm going to be using for like an eyeshadow to create this little pink inner corner is a cosmetic base by P. Louise, and this is the Winter Rose shade. This is the shade I actually use for my blush a lot, my cream blush a lot. It's what I'm wearing right now. Using a 213 brush, I'm going to start putting this Winter Rose shade on my inner corner, and then it'll start to kind of blend it out towards the outer third. And I really just want this in my inner corner, so I'm not going to be blending it out too far because I want it to kind of have like an ombre where it goes from like super pink to like the glittery gemstones is kind of what I'm going for, so I don't want to go too far out. I've been using this P. Louise cosmetic base for blush for so long that I don't even think I've ever used it for an eye look, so I'm really excited to have an excuse to use it on my eye because like I have two pink ones, I have this one, I have a really like a hot pink which is called Blowing Bubbles, and I don't think I've used either one of those for an eye look. I do have a black cosmetic base. I don't remember what that one's called. I'd have to dig it out to look at it, but I've used that one and I think they're really good creams to use for your eyeshadow, and like they really help give it a really good solid base. And I've also seen people use like the white or like a cream color for their actual like primer for their eyelid. So I feel like these P. Louise bases are very versatile and I really like them, and I'm really excited to be able to use one for a look. And I am kind of I'm going up a little bit above my crease because I do have a little bit deeper set eyes, so I am going above the crease a little bit. That way when I'm kind of looking straight, it's not completely hidden by my crease. And you want to make sure that when you are working around a crease that you do look like straight at the mirror, or like you won't really know where that point is. So I'm just kind of alternating between looking kind of up to see what I'm doing and then looking straight at the mirror so I know that I'm still in the right area. The thing about these P. Louise bases, they also go like a little bit goes a long way, and I use this little tray and I put like a big glob. You can like see it, like the big glob that I made. So I've wasted some of this product and I'm so sad about it. So make sure if you're using this that you're using a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way, I promise. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking some translucent powder. This is the L'Oreal Paris translucent powder, and I'm just going to start blending that edge out. That way it'll start creating that ombre that I'm wanting. And I'm not really going any further than just this halfway point because I want it to be really pink in the inner corner. Another thing to know about these P. Louise bases is they are very pigmented. Once you place it, work quickly with it or there'll be like a really big pigment where you kind of left it if you don't blend it out in time. It'll happen on my cheeks sometimes. So just make sure you're working quickly with this and you're not letting it sit too long wherever you're working it at, because then there'll be just like a big dot or something on your face of just like really high pigment. Now for the gemstones, I'm going to be using these little gems. A friend gave them to me, so I'm not really for sure where they came from, but they're pink. And to stick them on, I'm going to be using the Sephora Collection Brush Tip Lash Adhesive. I'm going to be picking them up with some tweezers. These are kind of like thin tipped, but you can really use whatever kind of tweezers you feel comfortable with. These are just the ones I have. The idea with these gems is I want them to kind of be closer together right up against that orange shade, and then kind of spread them out as I go out. And I do have a small eyelid, so I don't really have as much space to work with as some other people do. So I'm not going to really be able to spread them out too much, and I also need to fix my brows because they're starting to grow out and I've just been lazy, so I haven't cleaned up my brows any, so I don't really have a lot of room to go out more. So I'm going to be doing the best I can. If you have larger eyes or you just have more eyelid space, then this will be easier for you. And I'm just taking this eyelash glue, just kind of brushing it on the back of these gems and then just kind of sticking them randomly. And I'm kind of like, once I place them, I take the Q-tip, the tweezers, and just kind of press them down. This is just to make sure that they have a good stick. I'm not really creating a pattern, so I'm not really trying to match the other eye. I'm just placing them where I think it'll look best, and then just placing them. I feel like with looks like this, if you try to make a match, like you're just gonna stress yourself out, and it's not really gonna make much of a difference. Like you're not really gonna tell that it doesn't match, because like it's just not supposed to look the same when it comes to like polka dots, gems and everything. Unless you're like trying to do like one on each side, then yeah, you should probably match them. When it comes to like something like this, it's just not, in my opinion, I just don't think it's worth worrying about trying to make them match, because either way it's gonna look good. If you want them to match, I think it'll look good. If you're too worried about them not matching, don't let them match and just drop the gem. But if you're worried about them not matching, then don't make them match, because it'll still look fine. They're polka dots. So, well, these, they're gems. I haven't had trouble until I started filming, and now they just don't want to stick to the tweezers. They want to fly everywhere. I feel like I'm gonna need a new thing of lash glue, because I've had this for a while, and because I get lash extensions, I don't really use it very much. So I probably need a new one, because this one's probably old. It's just like caked with like dried glue all over the applicator and inside. So probably just need to get a new one. But I do really like this lash glue, because I think it was fairly cheap when I got it. But like when I use it for these gems, because I've used these gems before, like they don't move. Unless I like wipe my eye or something and forget they're there, these gems don't really move at all. Especially because I have this crease, like I said, that I have to work with. They don't really move too much. And so I'm not mad about the lash glue. I think I'm gonna just stick one more and then take a look and see where we're at. I just wanna stick one more up here. Okay, I'm gonna stick one more up there. So that is it for like the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk for my waterline. I have already tight lined with this before I put the gems on, just because I didn't want to mess up the gems. For mascara, I'm going to use the They're Real mascara by Benefit. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Brainfreeze highlighter palette. And I'm going to use this shade called Frozen Fruit. It's a nice pink shade. I'm going to put that on my inner corner. I would normally put this on my brow bone, but because those gems are right there, I don't want to disturb them. Probably something I should have done before I did the gems, but I'd already done this side before thinking about it, so I'm not worried about it. Taking a 510 brush, I'm going to brush this on my cheekbone, on the highlighted point of my forehead, on my chin, on my cupid's bow. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose and on the bridge. I just want to be all pink. I just want to match everywhere. I feel like I haven't done a pink look in a while, so I'm really excited to be doing a pink look again, because pink is my favorite color. So now that I'm done with the base, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Ultra Matte Setting Spray. For the lips, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to use a liner and then a lip gloss. The liner I'm going to be using is the Ofra lip liner in the shade Silk. I'm just going to kind of fill in the outer corners. Forget how close to my lip shade this Ofra Silk shade is, and it just like, it's so trippy. It's like almost hard to see. Then for the lip gloss, I'm just going to be using the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme to give myself a little pumping going on. That is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time, bye.